Millennium Sports presents UIL 6A Region 1 Division 1 semifinal baseball as the Flower Mound Jaguars meet the Keller Indians. Today's game is brought to you by JJ Casino Parties of North Texas, Jim and Carly Everett, State Farm Agent Earl Wood of Fort Worth, Cowtown Ready Mix of Fort Worth, Misero Mexican Restaurant of Southlake, Alliance Pest Control of Fort Worth, TK Realty of Roanoke, and Tyler Kreis, and author James C. Bivens' book, Walking Through the Valley of Grief, available now on Amazon. Now, let's join John Frow and Brenden Snow at Coppell Cowboy Stadium in Coppell, Texas.
"27 seasons ago, Coach Rob Stramp won his right to go to the playoffs for the first time. 27 years, folks. You're listening to Millennium Sports presentation of the UIL 6A Region 1 Division 1 semifinal. The winner of this series goes to play the winner of Euless Trinity and Hebron. Euless Trinity won first game 10-4. Hebron won last night 3-2. Back to Rob Stramp. I told Rob Stramp, I talked to him this morning, I said, this is the first day of the beginning of the rest of your life. For Coach Stramp, this is his last season. So he's either going to move on to the playoffs or he's done. We think he's moving on to the playoffs. It's not going to be easy because the opponent is the Flowerman Jaguars. What were the scores of the first two games, Brenden?
Flower Mound took game one on Thursday, 7-6. By one run, and then last
Four
night,
errors by Keller in that game. They gave that game away. Okay, go ahead.
Then last night, Cole Kinniger pitched to Jim, all 7 innings, 16 strikeouts, and a 3-0 one-hitter win. So
we're glad to be back after a hiatus. Many people have been asking where we are. Me was not feeling too good, but I'm back. Brenden, this is going to be a great series. You're listening to the JJ Casino Parties of North Texas pregame show. When we come back, Brendan's going to give us a scouting report on the Flowerman Jaguars, brought to you by JJ Casino Parties of North Texas after this timeout on the Millennium Sports Network.
JJ Casino Parties is a family-owned business with a rich tradition of delivering Las Vegas-style theme parties to communities in the DFW area since 1985. For over 3 decades, owners Jim and son Carly Everett have been the premier choice for turning special occasions into thrilling and unforgettable experiences. For details, look them up at jjcasinoparties.com and let the games begin.
A minor accident can turn into a hassle. Fort Worth State Farm Agent Earl Wood offers auto insurance with a combination of service, price, and protection. Earl's office is at 2900 South Hewland, Suite 50 in Fort Worth. Details available online at earlwood.biz. That's earlwood.biz. Fort Worth State Farm Agent Earl Wood. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The playoffs are heating up, and so is the building season. When it's time to pour that driveway, slab, or foundation, call the team that delivers concrete. Cowtown Ready Mix, 817-759-2599. Located throughout the Metroplex. Look on our website for plant locations under cowtownreadymix.com. Thanks to Max Ulrich of Cowtown Ready Mix.
This commercial isn't about us. It's about you. It's about you and your first sip of your jalapeno margarita. It's about you and the fresh avocado and your shrimp ceviche. You and your family enjoying a good meal and good company. Celebrating with your closest friends, making a toast to a good year. Dessert, your favorite, Cinco Leches. When it's about you, you know you're at the right place. Make your reservation. Make it about you. Make it Misero.
And back in the JJ Casino Parties, the North Texas pregame show. Now we'll scout the Flower Mound Jaguars, brought to you by JJ Casino Parties of North Texas. Flower Mound 26-13 and 1 coming into today. They went 9-5 overall in District 5, 6A, finished in 3rd place behind Hebron and Denton Geyer. Their head coach is Ben Sarter in his first year as the head coach, taking over for the legendary Danny Wallace.
Been a long-time assistant to Danny Wallace.
Yeah, had him on the staff for 10 years. He was the pitching coach for Flower Mounds for those 10 years. He also coaches third base for the team, and over at first base is Chandler Casey. Looking at the Flower Mound offense here today, a team average of 229, 9 home runs, 152 RBIs, 42 doubles, 9 triples, and 60 stolen bases on 72 tries, about 83%. The team on base percentage of 375, a slugging of 317. As a team, they've walked 188 times, and they have struck out 268.
Too many.
Yeah.
16 of them were last night when Cole Kenninger shut them down for a one-hitter.
On average in the playoffs, they've been winning games by a score of 4.4 to 2.8, so kind of low and close scoring games for Flower Mound, a team ERA of 2.019.
They're only hitting 229. They do not have a good hitting percentage.
And we'll highlight some of the better hitters in the lineup. The cleanup hitter, the junior lefty Connor Jennings, playing first base. He has 2 home runs and 20 RBIs, one of the best in the team there. The 6-hole hitter, the senior third baseman, Trent Juarez, another lefty, hits .307 with 23 RBIs and a team high 24 walks, right in the kind of back end of that lineup. We do have a couple of low-end hitters. Frank May, a 194 average in the 9 spot, and Jake Mayer in front of him, 236. So some outs that Keller can find later in the lineup. And on the mound today for Flower Mound is senior right-hander Shane Ferris, 2-3 with a 4.071 ERA and 32 2/3 innings pitched with 23 strikeouts, 15 walks, and a 1.5 whip for Shane Ferris. He'll be again on the mound starting today for Flower Mound. That has been a look at the Jaguars, brought to you by JJ Casino Parties of North Texas. Take another time out in the JJ Casino Parties pregame show, and when we return, John Frow will tell us more about the Keller Indians. Thanks to our friends State Farm agent Earl Wood of Fort Worth. Back after this timeout.
For over 3 decades, JJ Casino Parties have elevated a rich legacy of premier casino-style entertainment parties in the DFW area. Great for corporate events, fundraisers, graduation, and birthday parties. Check them out at jjcasinoparties.com or call 214-566-2277. This is great family fun with big-time simulated casino atmosphere, just no actual gambling. Contact them at jjcasinoparties.com.
Led by broker-owner Tyler Kreis, TK Realty is a community-driven real estate brokerage serving Roanoke and the North Texas area. We offer market insight and integrity-based transactions. From Roanoke to Southlake, Keller, Haslett, and Euless, we understand the unique character of communities. Whether seeking an established neighborhood or new construction, we'll find the right fit for your lifestyle and goals. Learn more at tkrealtytx.com.
Wasps buzzing in your backyard? Spiders and ants taking over your kitchen? Rodents planning a housewarming party in your attic? Not on our watch. Alliance Pest keeps pests out and your home safe.
Welcome back to Coppell, everybody. It's about 85 degrees right now. Wind coming from the south, swirling around 13 to 18 miles an hour. The Keller Indians, what can I say, man? A great team, 34-3-2. They've been ranked number 1 in most polls all season. They've stayed there. That's hard to do. Out of District 14, 6A, 15-1. They lost game 1 after they committed 4 errors here at Coppell. Thursday night, 7-6 at Jaguars. Last night, behind the one-hit pitching with 16 strikeouts, Cole Kenninger, best game I've ever seen Cole pitch, Brenden. It was just
yeah. When the team needed it most, team was facing elimination, and your superstar stepped up.
Let's talk a little bit about the Indians. They're hitting .329 as a team, 19 RBIs, 253 RBIs. That's incredible. There's 19 home runs, 69 doubles, 14 triples, 97, 112 on the base pass, only 206 strikeouts compared to over 250 for Flowerman. Base on balls, 194. That's the strength of the team. And this team hits strong from top to bottom, starting with Cole Kenninger, the senior shortstop, hitting .447, 8 home runs. Right behind him, Brock Burkett, senior center fielder, .353, 2 homers, 29 and 32 stolen bases. Cole leads the team with 24-30, I believe, 29-30. Max Seguro, an all-star at second base, .337 hitting, 28 RBIs, 23 walks for Max. It's hard to keep him off the base path. Logan Downtown Brown hits 4th. He was a pitcher in game 1. The senior hitting .432, 5 homers, 39 RBIs, leading the team. Tyler Moeller has come on, the junior, at third base, hitting .346 with 31 RBIs. And on as we go down the lineup. Trevor Sumrall was back in the lineup last night. He had 2 smashes, were not hits, but deep in the right center field. And his glove is needed behind the plate. He's a very good defensive catcher. So, one change, Trey Boggins will be out left field, the junior. And by the way, Trevor Sumrall hits .316. He's been out of the lineup for weeks, but he's back, and I agree with Coach Stramp. Let him play. That's a look at the Keller Indians for Game 3. That report brought to you by State Farm agent Earl Woods of Fort Worth. And we'll be back after this timeout.
When faced with a life cycle event such as getting married, having a baby, buying a home or car, planning for retirement, or planning for college, Fort Worth State Farm agent Earl Wood has products and knowledge to help. Earl's office is at 2900 South Hewland, Suite 50 in Fort Worth. Details online at earlwood.biz. That's earlwood.biz. State Farm is for life.
Cowtown Ready Mix delivers concrete in DFW. For plant locations, go to cowtownreadymix.com. Cheering on our local teams as part of this community, on the field and in the foundation of every home and business we serve. Ready to build? Don't strike out. Call 817-759-2599. Cowtown Ready Mix. Metroplex Strong. TK Realty of Roanoke, Texas broker owner Tyler Kreis is a Euless Trinity Trojan baseball alum and collegiate pitcher. When he founded TK Realty years ago as part of his 8-year professional realty career, Tyler utilized the focus learned on the mound of Euless Trinity and collegiately. Have DFW residential real estate questions? Call Tyler Kreis at 817-697-0226 or go online to TKRealtyTX.com for unique answers.
AJ Casino Parties in North Texas pregame show. By the way, Jim and Carly, folks, this is not real gambling. This is for kids, birthday parties, all types of parties. Okay, benefits. Check them out. JJ Casino Parties have been out there over 30 years in North Texas. Now, Brenden Snow will bring us our starting lineups for both teams. First, the visitors, the home team, Flowerman Jaguars.
Thank you, John. And starting off for Flower Mound, they'll be pitching first. We mentioned on the mound, Shane Ferris, a senior right-hander. Throws a fastball about 86 to 88 miles per hour. Tops out around 89, along with a changeup and a slider. Now to the bats for the Jaguars. Leading off and playing second base, senior Jackson Sarter. Hitting second, playing shortstop, senior Cooper Skinner. Hitting third, Beckett Williams, the junior, plays left field. Junior first baseman Connor Jennings bats fourth. A senior batting 5th, and the catcher, Grant Classic. Hitting 6th and playing third base, senior Trent Juarez. Behind him, Roman Stevens, the senior center fielder, batting 7th. Jake Mayer, junior DH in the 8-hole, with Frank May rounding up the order, the senior out in right field. Well, for the Keller Indians, whose bats we'll see on the field first. Leading off and playing shortstop, the senior Cole Kinniger. Hitting second, playing center field, senior Brock Burkett. Another senior hitting third, the second baseman Max Segura. Senior Logan Brown hits fourth and plays first base. Junior Jaden Moeller plays over at third base and bats 5th. Batting 6th, the sophomore, designated hitter Maddox McCrary. Behind him, hitting 7th, the senior Carson Leslie. He's out in right field. Sophomore catcher Trevor Summerall bats 8th, and Trey Bogus, the junior lefty, out in left field, hitting 9th. And Connor Davenport on the mound for the Indians.
By the way, a couple of things here. The base coaches for Flower Mound, Ben Sarter at third, and who was the young man at first?
Chandler Casey.
And then for the Indians, the base coaches.
At third, we have Jared Stafford, and at first base, Jared Biddy.
So many Jareds there.
Yeah. Indians currently taking their warm-ups in the field. Coach Jared Stafford.
We'll go ahead and have our
Leads
keys
the way.
to victory brought to you by JJ Casino Parties in North Texas. What do you got, Brenden?
I'm putting it up in a very windy game like today. It's going to come down to fielders making some plays. Again, wind swirling over 20 miles per hour throughout the afternoon. The Keller Indians with a team fielding percentage of 97.4.
That's high, folks.
While Flower Mound has a 96.2%.
And that's pretty high, too.
So we'll see. Game 1 came down to errors as well for the Indians, losing by 1 run. A lot of wind today. Could easily be Mother Nature playing a big role.
Well, I'm going to give you another thing to look at, Brenden. Walks. In a game like this, it's hard to get the ball over the plate, especially for guys that want to work on the edges. So, to me, one of the big keys, whoever has the most walks has a good chance of winning this game. Not guaranteed, but you heard what Brenden and I, we really think this win is going to have a big impact in this game. Go ahead, Brenden.
Well, and then that's kind of for both teams. For Keller, continue to score early. Often they do it with Cole Kinniger. He had an early home run last night off of Cooper Harris, the pitcher for Flower Mounds. Keller's out in front. I think they play so much better with a lead than they do coming from behind.
Keller?
Yes.
Well, they haven't been behind much,
Yeah.
Brenden.
Exactly.
But you're right. It's the hitting was strong last night for Keller, and we don't have all that details. But let me tell you, they had, I think, 8 or 9 hits. Excuse me, they had 6 hits, but they were up against a great pitcher last night from Flower Mound, Brenden.
Yeah, Cooper Harris, the
He's
Texas commit.
Yeah, he's supposedly a number 1 pick in the draft along with Cole Kinninger. And I'm glad Harris is going to Texas because we don't want to see him in Oklahoma. Well, we'll see him. He's a great pitcher. He really pitched well last night, but Keller just had just a little bit more. They got some runners on, took advantage. Anything else, Brenden, you think that could be a factor in this game?
Those are the main ones. We also know Flower Mound, they like to play small ball. They're not a huge slugging team, not a lot of home runs, doubles, and triples. They want to get on base with those walks we mentioned and then bunt, move over. And
well, that's what Ben Sarter, their coach, told me before this series began. He said, we love small ball.
Well, that could play
He
a
hit
big
the nail on the head.
Yeah, that could play a big role again with the weather like this. Could add to it.
We're facing northeast from southwest here. It's a synthetic surface. It's about 70 feet from home plate to the backstop. So unless an errant throw or hits the backstop and bounces back more than a regular bounce, anything that goes past the catcher, it's going to be problems. And I'm going to say this again about Trevor Summerall. He's a great defensive catcher. I'm so glad he's back in the lineup. He had a little trouble earlier in the year, and they hadn't played him in a while, and he came in yesterday and really looked solid behind home plate. He drove the ball in the outfield, didn't get a hit, but he hit 2 balls deep in the outfield to the power alley. So I like the way he catches behind the plate. He gives a good big target for the pitchers. It's something people don't talk about. Sometimes a catcher will just lay his glove down when the pitcher's getting ready to deliver the ball, and they don't keep the target up big for him.
Yeah, one advantage Trevor Summerall has that we forget about is he is experienced. He was the starting catcher in the playoffs last year after the senior Jake Scheiden got injured, and he started again in the playoffs for the Indians all the way through the region final against Prosper.
Let's go ahead and take a timeout. We'll be back to the national anthem after this.
This commercial isn't about us. It's about you. It's about you and your first sip of your jalapeno margarita. It's about you and the fresh avocado and your shrimp ceviche. You and your family enjoying a good meal and good company. Celebrating with your closest friends, making a toast to a good year. Dessert, your favorite, Cinco Leches. When it's about you, you know you're at the right place. Make your reservation. Make it about you. Make it Macero.
Millennium Sports hopes you enjoy our presentation of UIL Bright Lights Baseball. If your business, family, church, or school organization wish to sponsor our broadcasts, contact John Frow, president of Millennium Sports, at 214-642-7003 or email jmfrow@att.net. Enjoy the game. Don't miss the UIL State Event of the Year, the 2026 State Baseball Championships, taking place June 4th through 6th at the Dell Diamond in Round Rock. For schedule, spectator, and ticket information, please visit uiltexas.org/baseball. Again, that's uiltexas.org/baseball.
This commercial isn't about us.
And welcome back to JJ Casino, party of the North Texas pregame show. It's getting ready for Keller Indians and Flower Mound Game 3.
Our umpires behind the plate. Who's behind the plate? Behind the plate.
We'll get those umpires all important for you. I'll wait. Warming up in the Keller bullpen, Connor Davenport. The senior right-hander throws a high fastball, 86 to 88, can get around 90, 91.
Okay, a home plate umpire is Patrick Linehan. Bruce Bingham is at first. Greg Burgess at second, and Joel Saucy at third, and that's out of the Alliance chapter. And thanks so much, Rick Snow, for getting those umpires for us.
Okay, starting lineups, we'll start with the Keller Indians.
Here's our starting lineups.
Leading off the Keller, number 21, Cole Kinninger. Batting second, number 1, Ross O'Keefe. Batting third, number 9, Max Segura. Batting fourth, 7, Logan Brown. Batting fifth, number 4, Jaden Moeller. Batting sixth, number 24, Maddox McCrary. Batting seventh and 11, Carson Leslie. Batting eighth, number 26, Brother Summerall. Batting ninth, number 14, Brave August. And pitching tonight, number 13, Connor Davenport. Coaches for Keller, Jared Stafford, Chris Roberts, Jared Diddy, Mark Barbie, and head coach, Rob Strand. And now for the home team, Flower Mound Jaguars. Second base, number 22, Dustin Soldier.
Play ball, everybody. John Frow and Brenden Snow. I'm so excited to be back with Keller Indians baseball. 14 years in calling it. Brendan's been with me about 4 or 5.
I'm excited to see just some of the best. Often in this Region 1, it comes down to these two teams meeting sometime deep in.
2 years ago, they met, and Flowerman beat them and went on to state.
Yeah, over at DBU in a 3-game series. And every year they hook up in a tournament early over at Flower Mound. Very familiar with each other, these two programs. It's fitting it comes down to a winner-take-all between them two.
About 85 degrees, wind 13 and 18 miles an hour from the south. Kind of a crosswind blowing out to left field. Balls hit deep to left, could go out today. Out taking his warm-up pitch is Shane Ferris. Give me his stats again, Brenden.
Shane is 2-3. He has a 4.071 ERA. He's pitched 32 2/3 innings with 23 strikeouts and 15 walks and a 1.5 whip.
Yeah, I'm gonna be excited to see starting pitcher day for Keller. He's only thrown a couple of innings in the playoffs. He's got a great record. Connor Davenport, he really has come on this senior season. And we both knew it could come down to Connor in a game 3, and here we are.
Yeah. And also for Shane Ferris, 6 foot, 195 pounds, and he's committed to Blinn College
Behind home plate, Grant Classic at first, Connor Jenkins, Jackson Sarter, the coach's son, at second. Shortstop, Cooper Skinner, Trent Juarez at third. Beckett Williams in left, Roman Stevenson, center field, and Frank May in right. For the Flowerman Jaguars, they're in their white and blue caps, blue jerseys with white pants. Keller is the visitors in their traveling gray and navy blue. Cole Kinger coming up. He's always a threat to go deep with this wind. If he gets the right pitch, it could be bye-bye. Outfield, very deep all the way around. Cole steps in from the right side to face the right-hander, Shane Ferris. Has a sign from catcher Grant Classic. We're underway. A line drive down the left field. Fair ball. Fair ball. Picked up by Beckett Williams. Thrown in his second, a double for Cole. That was a frozen rope down the left field line. Starts us off well. And here is Brock Burkett. You know, Cole was hitting 447, come in. Brock 353.
This is why the Indians score so much early and often. This top of the lineup, a lot of over 350 and 400 hitters.
Shane Ferris has a sign at the belt. Looks to second. Brings the pitch. Low in the dirt. Ball one, Brock Burkett. After Brock, Max Segura, then Logan, Downtown Brown. Just underway. Down at second, Cole Kininger led off with a double. 1-0 to Brock Burkett. Down low, hit the plate.
And
it hit his foot. Hit by a pitch. And that's what I was saying, Brenden. I think the wind could have a factor in this game. And that'll bring Max Segura up. Hitting 337, a home run, 28 RBIs.
And now if you're Shane Ferris, you have to worry about 2 runners on base who each have 29 stolen bases apiece.
And right behind him, Max Segura has 2 of 4. He's at the plate. Right-hand hitter. He can go down the line. They're playing him well to the left in right field, Frank May. A lot of room down the right field line. Shane Ferris looks second. Comes home. The pitch inside and low. Ball one to Max Segura. Logan Brown loosening up on the far side. We're on the near side. Right behind the screen. 1-0 to Max. The pitch. Inside, he moves back, but it's called strike by plate umpire Patrick Linehan. And what happened? The throw to second pitcher went past.
Yeah, all the way in the center field.
And that's an error from the catcher, Grant Classic. And the first run of the game scores for Keller. Moving to second, Brock Burkett. It's ball one. And no strikes to Max. That's a boo-boo, Brenden.
Yeah, just a gift of a run for Keller.
Got past the shortstop to second baseman and a return throw at the belt. Shane Ferris, 1-0 Indians. Bluff of a bunt, and they let it go by. Ball two to Max Segura. Man, he kind of crouched down, had the bat ready, but let it go by because it wasn't in the strike zone. On deck, downtown Logan Brown. 2-0. Is it 2-0?
2-1.
2-1 to Max. Squares for a bunt, but it's off his bat in foul territory, so it goes to 2-2. One out, 1 run in the top of the first.
Max with 28 RBIs on the year, getting a lot of opportunities like this.
He did hit one down the right field line. It probably would stay in play because the wind's going to blow it back. Here's the pitch. Way up high. Wild pitch deluxe to the backstop. Moving the third, Brock Burkett.
Talk about the little things. Flower Mound missing on some little things, throwing the ball back to the pitcher and catcher.
Three and two to Max, is it? Can't see
Yep,
the scoreboard. Full count to Max. Siding second baseman for the Indians. Hits from the right side. I know he's headed somewhere, Brenden. Maybe you know. Payoff pitch coming. Low, it hit the plate. Ball 4. Do you know where Max is going? Do you have it?
That's Laterno.
Laterno.
Yeah, Laterno. There we go.
Logan Brown's up, hitting .432, 5 homers, 39 RBIs. Catcher Grant Plassick goes out to kind of calm down Shane Ferris. In fact, Coach is out of the dugout. Ben Sartor.
Yeah, the first 3 hitters for Indians, double hit by pitch, walk. You have a E2 in there, a wild pitch in there, just not even making the Indians hit the ball. Keller doing a good job of letting it come to them. Not wasting
Downtown.
and chasing.
Downtown, baby.
Meeting adjourned.
Logan Brown steps in with 1 out. Runners on the corners, 1 run in at the top of the first. It's important when you're visitors, you can't get enough runs because the other team always gets the last at bat, so you have to take advantage. Logan's ready. Big wide stance. Shane Ferris with the pitch. Hit hard to second base. Jackson Starter can't get it. It goes through, a throw to third. He's out. That's Max Segura at third base. So Brock scored.
Yes.
So it's 2-0. Was that an error or a hit? I couldn't see.
It was a hit.
Okay.
Second baseman kind of dove over it. Had to look at it, but that's a base hit. And then a 9-5 throw out.
Jaden Mueller steps in, hitting .348. 2-0 Indians. Runner on first. And the pitch. Slow roller. I'm having trouble seeing the scoreboard, Brenden. How many outs are there? 1?
1.
Okay. Scoreboard didn't work much in the first game here. So it's 0-1 to Jaden. Jaden's having a good year. The junior, he's playing third base today. Waggles the bat, number 4. He's ready. The pitch coming from Shane Ferris. Popped up down the first baseline. Connor Jennings underneath it makes a catch. 2 gone, and Maddox McCreary coming in hitting .318. How many home runs has Maddox got?
1.
On the left side.
His 4 RBIs in this series. Only had a 2 RBI hit yesterday.
This is kind of what Logan did in the first game. He had some problems on the mound defensively, Logan Brown. And he's up 2-0 at the belt. The pitch by Shane Ferris outside, ball 1. Carson Leslie on deck. Pitch. Low and inside, brushes back Maddox. 2-0.
Always impressed with Maddox McCreary being just a sophomore. This is an older Keller team, a lot of seniors.
Yeah, he's hitting .313. That's not bad for a sophomore. 28 RBIs. Even more importantly, the 2-0 down low. 3-0. The 3-0 pitch in the outside edge at the letters for a called strike. packed out here, folks. There's standing room only. Not anywhere to go. The seats are full. The 3-1 pitch coming from Ferris. Swing and a miss at a curveball. That was a nice curve. Count goes full.
Yeah, if you're Flower Mound, if you get out of this inning only giving up the 2 runs, you actually feel a little better.
So there's 2 outs.
Yes.
Full count. The runner at first, Jaden Muller, I believe, will be breaking with the pitch. There he goes. Swung on and fouled off at the plate by Mannix McCreary. Yeah, the hitters for Keller, 5, 6, 7, and last night 8. In the game 2 and game 1 both are hitting well. Count remains full. 2 runs in, 2-0 Keller. Top of the first. The pitch. Hit in the center field on the line. Coming in and going back is the center fielder, Roman Stevens. So, for Keller, 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left. After a half inning of play, Keller 2, Flower Mound nothing. We'll have more of Millennium Sports presentation of Keller Indians playoff baseball after this.
JJ Casino Parties is a family-owned business with a rich tradition of delivering Las Vegas-style theme parties to communities in the DFW area since 1985. For over 3 decades, owners Jim and son Carly Everett have been the premier choice for turning special occasions into thrilling and unforgettable experiences. For details, look them up at jjcasinoparties.com and let the games begin.
Welcome back. Jackson Sarter, Cooper Skinner, and Beckett Williams, 1, 2, and 3 in the order in the bottom of the first to face Connor Davenport. Davenport about 6'1". He's got good smoke. What's his miles per hour there, Brenden?
He touches into the low 90s, high 80s, 88 to 90.
Curveball.
And a slider. Probably the most.
Man, I'm watching him warm up. He's grooving every pitch at the knees right over the plate.
Yeah, extremely versatile for the Indians, working out of the both out of the bullpen and as the third starter. He was able to get a couple innings in last week in the blowout wins over Odessa Permian.
Trevor Summerall behind the plate. Logan Brown at first. Maxinger at second. Cole Koninger at short. Jaden Muller at third. Trey Bogus in left. Brock Burkett in center. And Carson Leslie in right. We'll be checking in on Euless Trinity and Hebron from time to time. The winner of this series plays them probably next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at a place to be determined. Jackson Sarr, the second baseman, leads it off. The senior hitting .210 from the left side. Over at third base, Jaden Muller is tight. Outfield pretty much straight away, except center fielder Brock Burkett's well over in left center. The pitch, a heater, fouled off straight back. Indians really fired up before this game. The 0-1 pitch fouled off again. We were setting up, and every one of them came by and gave us a fist bump. They are ready, Brenden. Not instigated by me. They came to us.
Well, how could you not be pumped up for this?
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a heater out over the edge. Connor Davenport does the job on the first hitter.
Picking up where Cole left off last night.
By the way, Cole Koninger, Logan. Logan has about 50 pitches left, and so does Cam. So we got a lot of bullpen. Here's the pitch to Cooper. Swing and a miss at a changeup. Coach in third, Ben Sarter. Chandler Casey at first. for the Jaguars. 0-1. The pitch by Connor. Popped up in the infield toward third, and it rolls foul. Thank goodness, because that ball went foul, and Jaden Muller could not field it. That would have been an infield hit.
It had some really wicked backspin on that baseball. When he underneath it,
He got a lefty
Cooper
there.
Skinner.
So strike. Is that strike 2?
That's 0-2.
I've always felt, I'll say now, thanks. I've always felt, I'll say now, that with Connor Davenport on the mound, I thought the Indians could go all the way, at least to state. I'm not going to say anything's going to happen there. 3 great starting pitchers. The pitch outside.
First ball thrown by Connor after 5 straight strikes to start the game.
Ball and 2 strikes. Connor kicks and deals, reaches out and pops it up out of play, does Cooper Skinner. One and 2. 1 out, nobody on. 2-0 Keller. Fireman batting the bottom of the first. The pitch popped up out of play to the left. I'm liking these pitches so far of Connor Davenport.
Yeah, all the Jags can do start to the game so far is foul him off.
The 1-2 again on the way. Swing and a foul tip. No foul tip. He's tagged out. So second strikeout of the game. And that brings up Beckett Williams, the junior. 244 for the left fielder from the left side.
Left fielder number 8, Beckett Williams.
I don't know what's going to happen in a later game, but I'm telling you, folks, Connor Davenport looks really sharp right now. He's at the belt, which he always is. The pitch home. Low and inside, ball 1. .54 strikeouts in 44 innings for Connor. Only walked 13 batters. There's a pitch. Swing and a miss at a heater, low and away. Strike 1.
Yeah, the Jaguars hitters just cannot catch up to Connor's fastball right now. Moving it around so well.
The 1-1 pitch. Here we go. Swing and a miss at a changeup. Up and in. Connor's moving it around, Brenden. One and 2. Connor's at the belt. Here's the pitch. Fouled off straight back. The 1-2 again by Connor Davenport. Swing and a miss at a heater, low and away. 3 up, 3 down by strikeouts in the bottom of the first. 2-0 Keller as we go to the top of the second inning. Let's see who's coming up for Keller before we take a break. So I try to hold my sheets here. We're right behind home plate. The wind's about to blow us away. Carson Leslie, Trevor Sumrall, and Trey Bogus coming up. 7, 8, and 9 in the order for the Indians as we go to the bottom of the second. Back after this.
Led by broker-owner Tyler Kreis, TK Realty is a community-driven real estate brokerage serving Roanoke and the North Texas area. We offer market insight and integrity-based transactions. From Roanoke to Southlake, Keller, Haslett, and Euless, we understand the unique character of communities. Whether seeking an established neighborhood or new construction, we'll find the right fit for your lifestyle and goals. Learn more at tkrealtytx.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the top of the second. I think I said bottom of the second, going away. Let's check and see if you got anything on that Euless Trinity, Brenden.
Hebron is playing as the home team in this Game 3 against Trinity. They're over in Lake Dallas. And that game is scoreless in the bottom of the second inning.
You know, Trinity won that first game 10-4, just blasted. Hebron came back last night 3-2. Whoever goes to region finals from this region is going to be really good. Carson Leslie coming up, hit 300, the senior right fielder, 27 RBIs from the right side. Outfield straight away. Shane Ferris gave up a pair in the first. Here's the pitch. Ball one up high. The 1-0. Hit hard down the third baseline, but fielded by Trent Juarez to throw to first in time. Nice play by Trent.
Yeah, I took that one into the body. Stayed in front of it. Took the weird hop. Made the play.
Here's Trevor Sumrall. Hitting 316. You know, it's tough when you're hitting 316. You're not in the starting lineup, Brenden. He's in there now. Great defense last night and a couple of strong hit balls. He's ready from the right side. The pitch by Shane. Inside. Strike one. Trey Bogus on deck in the 9-hole. Indians up 2-0. Shane kicks and deals. Ball hit down the left field line. Could be fair. Oh my gosh, that was caught on a line by left fielder Beckett Williams. I'll tell you, Sumrall hits the ball deep every time, but to somebody. Down the left field line, he really made a nice catch.
Yeah, I was running back over the shoulder.
You didn't even hear that ball leave the bat.
No.
Was it? And here is Trey Bogus. Getting a bucket 89. Two gone in the top of the second. The pitch. Outside, ball one. The 1-0 from Shane Ferris. Smoke. Out in front of the plate, the ball is bounced to Shane. Underhands it to first baseman Connor Jennings. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Indians. We'll have more. Actually, we'll give you who's coming up for Flowerman before we go away. Flowerman 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Connor Jennings. Is that Jennings?
Yep.
Grant Plasic and Trent Juarez after this timeout.
A minor accident can turn into a hassle. Fort Worth State Farm agent Earl Wood offers auto insurance with a combination of service, price, and protection. Earl's office is at 2900 South Hewland, Suite 50 in Fort Worth. Details available online at earlwood.biz. That's earlwood.biz. Fort Worth State Farm agent Earl Wood. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Connor Davenport threw 14 pitches in the first inning. He struck out the first 3 hitters of the game for Flower Mound. Jackson Sarter, Cooper Skinner, and Beckett Williams in the bottom of the first. Connor Jennings will leave it off.
How about those 14 first inning pitches Connor threw? Only 2 balls. 11 strikes to 2 balls.
Yeah, when he was warming up, I noticed that he drilled every single pitch.
Hey, he's constantly smiling up there on the mound, too. When you watch him, he's excited.
Oh. Okay, here's Connor Jennings coming up, the junior first baseman, a lefty, another lefty for Coach Sarter, 3 in a row. Hitting 263 from the left side, steps in. Outfielder is shaded to the right, their right, our left. The pitch on the way, fouled away. So 0-1. Just misses the outside of the plate. Low and away. Ball 1-1-1.
I've been noted that Connor committed to ACU, Abilene Christian University.
they're going to be happy to have him. The 1-1 pitch, check swing, appeal to first. No. Patrick Linehan behind home plate from Alliance Chapter. So far, so good. The 2-1 pitch from Connor. Swing and a miss at a heater. Right down the middle, inside a third of the plate at the belt. 2-2. Connor's ready. Kicks and deals. Smoke, but inside, ball 3.
Already more balls thrown in this at bat than he threw that whole first inning.
There's people from Keller and Flowerman right behind us, Brenden. It's supposed to be just Flowerman. There's so many people from Keller that came over. Payoff pitch. Popped up out of play. The payoff pitch once again from Connor Davenport. Low and inside, he walked him. First walk of the game. He struck out the first 3. Now he walks Jennings. Grant Classic coming up. That was the 19th walk of the year for Connor Jennings. Classic, the senior, hitting .219, the catcher. Might see a little small ball here, Brenden.
Yeah, leadoff man on base. Catcher at the plate. Makes a lot of sense.
No stolen bases, so no wheels. At the belt, Connor. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle, actually inside edge at the letters, strike 1. Man, I tell you, Connor's got some good pitches.
I often like to mention, whatever I say a pitcher's top pitch speed is, it normally gets in the mile or two, especially in a playoff game. Adrenaline.
The 0-1. Squares the bunt. Lets it go by. Ball 1. Here comes small ball. Over at third base, Jaden Moeller is in tight. Holding the run at first. Downtown Logan Brown. Pretty good lead at first. Connor Davenport brings the pitch. A strike and a throw to first. Back in at first. Connor Jennings. That was a strike, wasn't it?
Yep.
I saw plate umpire Patrick Linehan raise his right hand.
1-2.
Trent Juarez on deck in the six hole. I want to say hello to Dr. David Frow, who's listening in this game as the pitch is fouled off. I love you, Bubba. And Tony Juarez, my wife. I met the Juarez family last night after the game. I said, my wife's from Guanajuato. And they said, no, but they were Benito Juarez offspring. 2-2 the count to Grant. The pitch popped up. Center field. At first, it looked like Brock Burkett couldn't find it, Brenden. But I think what happened was Trey Bogus over in left field told him where the ball was.
Yeah, I guess it's so hard to track it in this wind. It's very swirling, the wind. Not
yeah,
predictable.
But it's the sun I'm talking about on that one. But you're right. The wind, like Brenden says, Trent Juarez is now up from the left side. Senior at 307 for the little third stacker. Really good lead at first. The pitch by Davenport. Just outside.
That looks like the biggest breaking pitch we'd seen yet from Connor Davenport. Slow curveball.
Trying to bring it in backdoor to Fool. Trent Juarez at the bell. Connor Davenport. There goes the runner. The pitch inside. The throw down to second. A bullet, but it's too late. Is that a ball?
Yeah. Look, so it's 1-1.
It's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, I thought Trevor was just a little slow popping out of his stance and throwing down on that throw. It was a great throw.
Who is that at second?
The runner at second is Connor Jennings.
He's 3 of 3 on stolen bases. He's a big kid. He's surprised he went. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Runner in scoring position for Flowerman. Low and away. That really surprised me, that runner went, Brenden. Not many stolen bases. They're testing the arm at Trevor Summerall, but they stole it off of Davenport. His pitch. Heat. Just misses a little outside. 3-1.
Yeah, that's a good job by Jags and their coaching. Ben Sarter putting pressure on Connor. He's getting very locked in on his pitches. Now make him think about the runner and see if it messes him up.
He's ready. Looks to second. Here we go. Ball, line drive, knocked down at first by Logan Brown, and probably could have caught it, but going to third is Connor Jennings. 2 outs, runner at third. Roman Stevens coming up, the senior, 233 at the plate. Out in center field. He was ejected 2 games ago for talking to the umpire, so he didn't play in game 3 of this one. Game 1, rather. He's back. He's ready from the left side. So many lefties in the lineup. Pops it up. Out of play. So many lefties, Brenden.
And for Roman Stevens, he is a Tyler JUCO commit out in center field.
2 outs, runner on third. Indians up 2-0 to pitch. Line drive, right field, base hit. 2-1 now. Got that pitch up, Brenden.
Yeah, and that's that stolen base coming back around. That walk, leadoff walk, stolen base comes around to score. How often?
We mentioned walks would have a bearing in this game. Here's Jake Meyer hitting 236, the junior DH from the right side. Hunter has the pitch. Throw to first, too late. Nice snap throw by Trevor Summerall. Ball 1. One to 0 the count. 9-hole hitter Frank May on deck. The pitch is in there. Kind of high in the strike zone, but it was a strike.
Jake Mayer, a little diminutive, listed at 5'8", 170.
Roman Stevens, 7-9 on stolen bases at first. There he goes. No, he bluffed. Ball's hit pretty deep to center field. Going back. Grant Burkett makes a catch. Beautiful play. Bottom of the second. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. 2-1 Indians as we head to the top of the third. For the Indians coming up top of the order, Cole Koninger, Brock Burkett, and Max Segura. Stay with us.
The playoffs are heating up, and so is the building season. When it's time to pour that driveway, slab, or foundation, call the team that delivers concrete. Cowtown Ready Mix, 817-759-2599. Located throughout the Metroplex. Look on our website for plant locations under cowtownreadymix.com. Thanks to Max Ulrich of Cowtown Ready Mix.
You know, folks, when the leadoff batter walks in high school baseball, about 70% of the time he ends up coming in to score. There's too many outs, opportunities for the team at bat to advancing. And so Davenport walked 1 guy, and he paid the price. 1 Jag.
That's what the good teams will do to you, make you pay for that. Now it'll be up for the Indians lineup to get some more offense going. They need a longer inning on the offensive side. Pitcher Shane Ferris only used 6 pitches last inning to record his 3 outs, 2 ground outs and a fly out. And then that long bottom half of the innings just now. Connor Davenport probably needs a breather over there.
How many pitches did he have?
I'm at 36 through 2. 22
Here
big
is
inning.
Cole Kenninger at the plate. He doubled to start the game. He's ready. Hitting .447 on the year. He's a legitimate threat anytime to go deep. He's ready. Here's the pitch.
Oh, get out, Paul.
Fly ball, but got too far underneath it. The left fielder, Beckett Williams, makes the catch. Wasn't the pitch, Brenden.
Cole's on the first pitch he saw on the start of the game had that double. Was trying to replicate that on the first pitch again.
Brock Burkett's up, hit by a pitch in the first inning, scored the second run of the game for the Indians. They're up 2-1, batting in the top of the third. Shane Ferris, full wind in the pitch, just misses. One and 0. This one's low, but called a strike by plate umpire Patrick Linehan. I think Brock is due. I don't think he's had a hit in this series yet. There you go. There you go. Line drive, base hit to right field.
Right on cue.
Told you. Now Max Segura steps in. Maximus walked in the first. Got thrown out going to third by center fielder Roman Stevens. Great throw. He's ready from the right side. Over at first, Brock Burkett, 29 of 32 on stolen bases. Is that Brock?
Yep.
Yeah. And here's a pitch to Max. Squares the bunt, lets it go by, ball one. That was the strike?
No. That was ball up and in.
1-0 to Max. He's ready. A lot of room between first and second. Throw to first, back in easily, Brock Burkett. Second baseman Jackson Sarner is really close to second base. And Connor Jennings is covering the runner. Max is ready. The Shane Ferris offering in the dirt. Nice plot behind home plate by Grant Classic. 2-1 the count. What is the count?
2-0.
2-0. The pitch on the way. Low. Gets past catcher. Wild pitch.
Yeah.
On his second, Brock Burkett.
Yeah, balls came up 5 or
3-0.
6 feet short of the plate.
Yeah, and it bounced past the catcher, Grant Plassick. 3-0. Do you let him hit away?
Not with Logan Brown on deck.
3-0 to Max Segura. He's ready. Here's the Shane Ferris pitch. Very low a strike. My word.
Coach Jared Stafford on the third base line has his hands up, walking down the line.
You cannot argue balls and strikes. It's an ejection, Brenden. Rob Strant came out, but he went back to the dugout.
Not argue, but show frustration.
3-1. Rocket second. Pitch is in the dirt. This time it's a ball 4 to Max Segura.
He walks twice.
Now
Logan Brown with another big chance. He had a RBI single in the first. Chance for another RBI for Logan here.
No. Logan Brown is ready. He's due, more than due. Hitting 432 coming in today. Runners on first and second. One out. Hits the ball hard to third. To second.
Yeah.
Did he step on the base?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great
Yeah,
play
double
by
play.
Trent Juarez.
Wow.
Top of the third for Indians. One hit. Excuse me, no runs, one hit. No errors and runner left. We'll head to the bottom of the third inning. 2-1 Indians after this timeout on Millennium Sports Network.
This commercial isn't about us. It's about you. It's about you and your first sip of your jalapeno margarita. It's about you and the fresh avocado and your shrimp ceviche. You and your family enjoying a good meal and good company. Celebrating with your closest friends, making a toast to a good year. Dessert, your favorite, Cinco Leches. When it's about you, you know you're at the right place. Make your reservation. Make it about you. Make it Macero.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the third inning. Frank May in the 8-9 spot, and then back to top to Jackson Sarter and Cooper Skinner for Flower Mound Jaguars.
And over in Lake Dallas, the game 3 between Euless Trinity and Hebron. Game still 0-0 in the top of the fourth. Again, Hebron, the home team, so the Hawks have last at-bats.
If the kid that threw game 3 of the series 2 times ago, that was against Mansfield as a pitcher, he'll win. I forget his name.
Ethan Wright's through today.
Okay, that's not the one, but Ethan Wright is kind of the star of that team. Here's Jackson Sarter in the right side, struck out in the first. The pitch. Hit down the left field, actually left center, and making the play on the line drive is Trey Bogus. It's really weird to track the ball when you're sitting next to the field.
Yeah, the ball moves quick.
Jackson Sarter coming up. That was that was May that flied out. Now it's Jackson Sarter. Here's the pitch. Popped up out of play. Brenden. You got it? Pitch to Skinner. Just misses outside. Ball 1. Line drive, left center field coming on. Making a great catch is Brock Burkett to retire Jackson Sarter.
A couple of strong line hits. Well played by the Indian outfield. First Trey Bogus in left and Brock Burkett in center.
Here's a lefty coming up. Line drive to right field, moving over, maybe not in time, is Brock Burkett. A double. Is that Skinner?
Yeah.
Double for Skinner.
The Jaguars really aggressive in this bottom of the third, swinging the bats.
Well, he got the pitch up, and Cooper made him pay, made Connor pay. Beckett Williams coming up. Remember, they get last at bats. Beckett struck out in the first. Pitch home. Fouled off. Two to one Indians, but Jaguars threatening. One out, a runner on second. Swing and a miss it, flat out smoke. one of the best pitches of the game.
Yeah, I mean, Beckett Williams, I was watching his stance. He's even stepped way early on that one, just with how hard and fast Connor threw that pitch. Couldn't time it up.
Connor Jennings on deck. Cleanup hitter. The pitch by Connor. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So, bottom of the third, no runs on one hit. No errors, a runner left. As we head to the bottom of the third, top of the fourth, rather. 2-1 for Keller. Jaden Moeller, Maddox McCreary, and Carson Leslie due up. Back after this.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
By the way, that last half inning, that was 44 pitches, 3 innings for starter Connor Davenport. How many for 3 for Shane Ferris for Flairman, Brenden?
Shane with a 35 pitch count.
Jaden Muller, Maddox McCreary, and Carson Leslie coming up for the Indians.
That 5, 6, and 7 in the order we've talked about so much over the year for Keller, trying to get production from that area, and they have.
Yeah.
I mean, these are 300-plus hitters, and Jaden Moeller, Maddox McCreary, and Carson Leslie.
Coach Tramp's excited about that. Said it takes the pressure off your lineup at the top. Okay, here we go. Jaden coming up. Did he fly to first in the first?
Yes.
F3, that's it. He's ready from the right side. Shane Ferris has given up 2 runs in the first inning. He's done well since. His first pitch. Top of the fourth, inside for a ball.
Score update, 3-0 Trinity in the top of the fourth.
Yes.
2 RBI double from Zoe Palmore.
Yes, thank you, Zoe. 1-0 to, I really want to see the next pitch. What was that?
Down in the dirt.
I really want to see Keller play Euless Trinity next week. If that happens, it'll be exciting because both teams are really good. Jaden awaits the pitch down low. Ball 2.
Shane Ferris won't miss up so far in this game. And he misses down, short, and in the dirt.
He kicks and deals. Right down the middle at the knee. Strike 2. Was it 2-2 now, Brenden?
3-1.
3-1. I missed that one pitch. The 3-1 on the way. Inside, moves back. What's the count now? 3-2?
That was ball 4.
Ball 4, okay.
The 9th walk of the year for Jaden Moeller.
I need a relief pitcher here next inning, Brenden.
Got it.
Maddox coming up. Lined out to center fielder Roman Stevens. Maddox McCreary from the left side in the first inning. He's ready. Mueller, 5 of 6 on stolen bases, has a good lead at first. The pitch down low, bounces off the catcher's chest protector, and that's a wild pitch. Moving to second. Jaden Mueller. Maybe some small ball now, Brenden.
Yeah.
Indians with no outs, a runner on second. They need another run. Huge lead. Shortstop Cooper Skinner not really covering Jaden very well down there at the belt. Shane Ferris steps off.
Cooper Skinner had run to the bag to cover for potential throw to second.
This is at 5, 6, and 7 in the order you were talking about right here. It's been very productive for Keller. Curry's ready. The pitch home. High fastball, strike one.